Camera looking crazy, bro. What's up with that? How the camera not even here? Nah, that's atrocious, bro. What's up with the camera, though? You mean camera not on me? Much better. I don't like it. What's going on here? Put in a good space so y'all can see. Keep it right here. Just keep it here for the moment. Till my guy pull up. Got to take this jacket off, too. It's kind of warm in here. It's fine. Very nice temperature. Nice and warm in here. It's fine. Take my jacket off. That's how warm it is in here. It's definitely warm in this joint, so. Yeah. Salute to everybody. It's gonna be a nice podcast, man. You know, shout out to my dude, Remo, my good brother for many years, you know, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, you know. This is definitely gonna be fun. I got a lot to talk about, you know. Got a lot to talk about from the Sony situation. You know, shout out to Surgical Records, shout out to my man H, shout out to Mike, to the new music on the way. So many dope things that's gonna be going down. So I decided to go live to give y'all the experience. So do me a favor, smash the likes, hit them 3 buttons right there, smash the likes, and let's get it going. I'll tune in with y'all in a minute. Got my chlorophyll water and all that, you know. So smash the likes when you come in, though. That's the best thing to do. Hold on, let me give y'all a little, just so y'all know what it is on the kick check, though. Ooh. Not the olive and the dark green with the tan joints, not those joints. Ooh. Yeah, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. And you know I gotta, you know what I mean? Gotta insinuate the flavor with the, you know? With the carnival goodness. Shout out to allergy season. Even, I just recently discovered that I'm having seasonal asthma is more than that, you know? But of course, big shout out to Silk Road. You already know what that is. I stay repping the road. Silk Road, you know what it is. Also shout out to my people, Oleo, always with the fire, Oleo. Shout out to y'all as well. It's all love here, you know what we do. We here to spread love. That's what it's all about. Spreading love, spreading information, knowledge. Knowledge is power. We share that power. We all powerful. No gatekeeping here. We don't do the gatekeeping. We don't do those things. So smash the likes. We're going, you know, gonna get started shortly. I'm here, Gotham Production Studios. Y'all see what it is in the heart of New York City. But we're gonna have a very dope podcast. Shout out to my man Remo Ramarak. C.U.T.S podcast. It's gonna be serious, man. You know I'm always the early bird. So I got here before anybody, so I'm just chilling in the lounge area so I can kick it with y'all. You know, shout out. Let me know where y'all from, chat. Pardon me. Let me know where y'all from, too, chat. And smash the likes. Hit those 3 buttons. It's going to pop up. Hit that thumb. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get like 100 people in here. Life is a beautiful thing, you know. We're always going to have challenges. We're always gonna have challenges. That's one thing that you can't avoid challenges is how you deal with the challenges. Life is full of challenges. It's how you deal with the challenges. A lot of times we see obstacles and we take those obstacles and let it throw us off our track, and then that's how you lose the mission. You know, you see me, I'm on a mission. I stay on a mission, right? To complete the mission is key. Your thoughts and your feelings create your reality. So no matter all the challenges you may go through, the yin and yang series, the theory, You know, that just goes to show you is how you view the challenges, how you overcome the challenges, how you view situations in general. It's all is very important, right? So you gotta be on point mentally to succeed in this realm, in this world, right? So smash the likes, yo. Hit them three buttons right there. Hit the three dots. It's gonna pop up. Just smash the like. Show some love. Let's get some more people in here. Life is a beautiful thing, man. This journey that we're on is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, you know. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, that's gonna tune in now, tune in later while it's going on. Shout out to y'all. Let me know where you're from in the chat too. Let me know where you're from so I can shout you out. Pardon me. I have seasonal asthma, so it just get that congestion, you know. It gets kind of crazy. It's a beautiful place though, you know. I think I've been here before. I'm trying to remember some time ago. I think I was here, but smash the likes. Don't be scared to smash the likes, man. When you come in, smash the likes, show that love. Don't cost you a penny to smash the likes. Hit them three dots right there. It's gonna pop up. Smash the like for me. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. See what I'm saying? It's so easy to show love. Shout out. Let me know where you're from if you can understand what I'm saying. Let me know where you're from so I can shout you out. Where are you from? Let me know. Chat, let me know where you're from so I can shout you out because we're gonna be starting soon as they come. I want to shout everybody out that tunes in, so let me know. Who's in the building? Let me know who's in the building, man. And smash the likes. Hit them three dots right there. It's gonna pop up. Hit that like. Let's get like 100 people in here. We just getting started, so I'm gonna let y'all. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. North Carolina in the building. Shout out to Greensboro, North Carolina. I got a lot of family in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's a fact. Wilson, North Carolina, Greensboro, Charlotte. Shout out to all my family members out there, you know. The Jones family. Shout out to the Jones family, you know. Yeah. Shout out to Greensboro, North Carolina. Solid. Who else is in the building? Big shout out to Greensboro, you know. I'm actually gonna be going down there this summer for the family reunion, so I'll be in Wilson, I'll be in Greensboro, all that. Big salute to Greensboro. Who else is in the building? Let me know. First of all, shout out to Silk Road, Jamaica Queens, Silk Road. Shout out to Olio, you know what I mean? Shout out to Olio, shout out to Silk Road, you know? Smash the likes for me. All you gotta do is hit them three buttons right there. Let me see. Why I have a review? Oh, you look like. How somebody said, "Oh, you look like you could make it clap." I'm gonna show that comment too. I'm not gonna hide it. Like, "Oh, you look like you can make it clap." Don't mind. I find trolls entertaining. So you know, trolling is comical for me. So only making it clap is this round of applause. You know what I'm saying? I make it round of applause, clap. I make people clap for me when I perform, you know. But what you talking about, you know, that's not what I'm doing. People do this. But yo, do me a favor though. I love the trolling. It's all good, you know. I love comedy. Hit the three dots right here. Smash the likes. You're gonna see once you hit them three dots right there, the screen's gonna pop up. You'll see the thumbs up. Smash the like. Let's get like 100 people in here before the 20-minute mark. We're almost in 10 minutes. Let's get 100 people in here. Remember that song by Sean Paul? Or make it clap. Make it clap. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Salute to you. Salute to you. Yo, let me know what city you're from too, so I can shout you out. You know, we're in New York City. We're in Manhattan right now. Shout out to New York City. And you say New York City. And you say New York City. So everything happens for the right reasons. But I appreciate you. Yeah, your name is. Your name is wild. I was gonna shout you out, but you know, You know, I was gonna shout you out, but shout out to DB702. I'll just say that. Shout out to DB702. I can't say your name, dog. That's a trolly name. Shout out to DB702. Shout out to Southside 33610 from Greensboro. Let me know where y'all from so I can shout y'all out before we start this podcast. Because when I start the podcast, I'll put the camera on the side, let y'all tune in, but you know what it is. We are in Manhattan. We're on the west side of Manhattan. Let me know where y'all from, though. West side is the best side. Oh, let me just let them know I'm here too. Hold up, just in case, you know. That is the best side. Thank you for smashing the likes. Those 3 dots right there, it will make the screen pop up. Smash that like. You'll see the 3 dots right there. I appreciate y'all. Let's keep the likes going. The more likes hit, the more it shows to more people, the more people that will get to enjoy this podcast situation. Excuse me, seasonal asthma is like serious business for me right now. You're all congested and, you know, it'd be wild though. But shout out to everybody, man. Stay positive, stay on your journey. Don't let no one change how you think or feel, you know? Don't let no one, all right, so he's almost here. Don't let no one change how you think or feel about things, right? Smash the likes. Hit the 3 dots right here. Bow, hit them 3 dots, the screen will pop up. Smash that like. Salute and much respect to you. Big salute. Shout out to my man Remo Maraki. He's like right around the block, so he'll be here in a minute. And then we'll go inside the studio and we'll set up for the podcast and you guys can see the whole journey. But do me a favor, smash the likes. Hit them 3 dots right there. There's the 3 dots right there. The screen's gonna pop up. Hit that like. Let's get 10 likes in here. We've been here 12 minutes. Let's get 10 likes. If y'all can do that for me, I appreciate it. Send this to my other people too since I'm waiting. And yeah, so hold on, my bad. I'm just going. All right, so my bad. Let me stop saying it, sharing it out. Whoever sees it, you know? That's how it goes. Yeah. We here. So Reem will be here in a minute, and then we'll go into the studio. But I just wanted to go live and kick it with you guys for a minute. Gotham Production Studios. Forgive me for the seasonal asthma. It causes a little bit of congestion. But as we salute. Yes, we here. You guys, shout out to Remo Marag. This is gonna be C.U.T.S podcast that I'll be filming shortly. As soon as he walks through the elevator, we'll go into the studio. But for now, I just wanted to sit out here, kick it with you guys, and find out where y'all from. Let me know where you're from in the chat. Also, hit the 3 buttons right here. It's gonna make the screen pop up so you can smash the likes so more people can see what's going on. So smash the likes for me. Let's get 10 likes real quick. We got enough people to get up to 10 likes real quick. So let's get to 10 likes. That's the first goal, and we keep it moving. Shout out to everybody. And also, let me know where you're from in the chat, too. Don't be scared to let me know where you're from so I can shout you out. Salute to everybody. But hit the likes, though. Hit the likes, y'all. Hit the likes. Let's get them likes up. The 3 dots right there. Hit them 3 dots. The screen will pop up. Smash the like. Or your screen will already be showing where you can just smash the like. All right? Do me that favor. I appreciate it. So we good. But it's a beautiful, you know, it's a pretty decent day. Like the last 2 days were phenomenal. 75, near 80. Both days in the upper 70s. Now we're in the 40s. But this is what happens during April. April Fools, right? You think it's nice in spring, in the 70s on April 1st, and now today it's in the 40s. April Fools, right? But this is just what happens with the weather. It's gonna, you know, April's funny. I remember it snowed on Easter a few times, so we're not done fully with winter. Spring is here, but winter still, you know, winter got a couple more little blows for us, you know. It's gonna be a beautiful spring and summer. I got so much good news to talk about on this podcast today. Shout out to my man H. Shout out to my man Mike. You know, such beautiful things that we're gonna be doing, man. You know, such a beautiful thing. You know, salute. Shout out to Sony. Shout out to Sony Orchid. Shout out to Sony Music, Sony Pictures. Shout out to the gaming division of Sony. Quest for the Golden Mics, the return from Hip-Hopia. Get ready for that next installment. So many dope things on the horizon, you know? It's like that, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, indeed, y'all. Such beautiful things going down, you know? So many beautiful things going down, man. Big shout out to Music Network Media. Big shout out to Surgical Records. Big shout out to Sony. Big shout out to Vigor Entertainment. Very intelligent, getting goals accomplished. Phenomenal partnership that we have going on. I'm elated. It's a beautiful thing, you know. You guys, man, the culture is ours, and we're gonna move right by it, you know. Shout out. You're from, what flag is that? Brazil? I can't. It looked like a Brazil flag. If that's Brazil, shout out. You say you're from the flag, it look like Brazil, but it's very small. But shout out to where you're from. It looks like Brazil. If it is Brazil, shout out to you in Brazil. Smash the likes. Let's get some more likes here. Hit the 2-3 dots right there. It's gonna pop up and you can smash the like. Let's get 10 likes in here. Because the room's gonna fluctuate. There'll be 2 people, there'll be 12 people, there'll be 30 people. It just moves like that through the algorithm. So we're gonna get ready for the podcast. And smash the likes when you come in, man. And also let me know where you're from. But when the podcast is going on, the phone's gonna be to the side. I'm not gonna be able to engage with y'all, but y'all gonna be watching what's going on. Exclusive. Welcome to the world of Connery. And after this, I'm going to Silk Road. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Silk Road after this too. Shout out. Oh, you already know what it is. Hold up. Shout out to Silk Road. You see what it is. Shout out to Silk Road. Always shout out to Silk Road. My brother. Oh, my brother in the building. Hold on.
Oh, you on live?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo, hold up. We got the God in the building.
Yo, what's good, man? You already know. Listen, man. C.U.T.S, Culture, Urban Technology, and Sports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I did touch the bid and all that. Look, it's all good. Gotham Production Studios, Sean Conn. He's definitely going to be here doing his interview. All that stuff. You already know what it is, man. Tune in, check in. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, DJ Chase Radio, Amazon Music, the whole shebang. Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's get it. We here, y'all. You know what I mean? And what I'll do too is, even though I'm doing this, after the drawing, I'll have it private so it won't show, because I know we're gonna do it the right way. But yo, people from all around the world. I have Brazil right now tuning in. Yo, make sure and let them know where they can tune in for you and where to subscribe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, like I said, man. Everything at Remo Merak _ REEMOMEERAK _. Also to YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon Music, DJ Chase Radio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. It's up. We're here, man. Let's get it.
You already know. So y'all see what it is, man. Shout out to my brother. You know what I mean? Official. You know. Thank you for having me here. And this is dope, man. Oh, shout out to Saudi Arabia. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Saudi. Like I said, the world tuning in. Shout out to Saudi Arabia. Big shout. I couldn't tell what that flag was, but yeah, look, big shout out to Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, you ready,
yeah.
son?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we here. So Saudi Arabia, shout out. Shout out to my man H. Shout out to my man Mike. You know, we doing it, man. Big shout out. This is my first interview since I did the deal with Sony, so you know we here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man H. Shout out to my man Mike. You know what it is, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Hey, bro, what's going on?
How you doing? All right. Well, you guys let me know. Saudi Arabia. Shout out to Saudi Arabia. Who else is here?
Back at work.
Let me know.
Yo. All right. Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you, sir. Shout out, y'all. You guys, it's a beautiful thing. How you doing? All right. Okay, guys, we're just walking in now. Thank you so much. Okay, very nice. Oh, I could put this right on the windowsill and just keep it on the sideline right there. We right here, right? Oh, going on there?
Yeah,
Oh, in here? Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. Oh, Ooh, okay. Yes, sir. Let me just put my thing down.
Yeah,
Just gonna put it.
I'm on this side.
Okay, you'll be on that side. Cool, cool. So I'll set it on the ground over here, here, and you guys. So now you guys just know that I'm gonna put this down so that it could kind of be. Cause look, just so you guys see how it's going down. Okay, so just know, is that official? You see what's happening. Shout out to my brother. You know what I'm saying? We here. It's that time. So I'm gonna set this up on the sideline, on the bottom right here, you guys. And now just tune in, and then that's about it. Feel me?
Yeah, that's fine.
See how that look? Cool. You get both. Hold on. Make sure both okay. We should be good now. Yeah. Chlorophyll. All right. Appreciate you, my brother.
No, definitely, no.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, hell yeah, man. Do what I can for people in the culture.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do it for the culture, you know?
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful thing.
Hell yes, sir. Oh!
Okay, yeah, you good. You in there.
Straight money.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Phenomenal. This is beautiful, too.
yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I told Rich guy the other day, man, I mean, it's only like a select few that can pull up here. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like there'd be people that hit me and be wanting to like pull up, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like it got to make sense, and
That
also
makes
too,
sense, true.
even if one is with representation, it's like, yo, I want the best for your client.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be one of the things like, yeah, all right, great, you know me or whatever, but I want the best for your client.
Exactly.
Because if the shit's not flowing, and it's like, and with me, I don't like. I'm at a point in my career. We're doing this. I don't like doing them. I just don't like doing those big bag interview type shits.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like I'm dragging so much shit out of you versus like a willingly like conversation. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta keep dragging it out and keep saying
Oh,
something,
I got something for you, too.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, hold up. For Silk Road, shout out to my man over in Jamaica, Queens. You got to pull up one day.
Okay.
Silk Road. Here's the iron-on patch.
Oh,
and the
lit.
sticker. You know what I mean? Silk Road. Matter of fact, which one you got? You got the.
I got both.
Let me see which kind of sticker. There's two different kinds of sticker. All right, let me give you the other sticker too. I got one with the shiniest
Shout
joint, and then I
outs.
got the shout out to Silk Road.
If
Definitely.
Before you leave, if you need
And
me,
here you go.
if you need me to do the
Drop
the
some
promo,
for them? Yeah,
drop
for sure,
them.
for sure. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
you do.
Definitely do that. But yeah, so you got the glittery one, you got the regular one, and the iron-on joint.
Oh shit!
You know?
Fire, son.
And let me give you one of this Oleo. This is my people. They have a dope brand. They have a brand of terps. You know, different thing. They have actual green bud, but they also have the rosin for the dabs and everything. Man, great place.
Oh, you really? You in tune with the cannabis stuff?
Yes,
Okay. We gonna talk.
Yeah, we on
about
it. Yeah, we very in tune.
I bet.
Yeah, we in tune. Okay, cool. Make sure you good there. Yeah. So make sure they see you as well. But yeah, oh man, this is beautiful, man. You know what I mean? I'm just loving it. I'm loving the view, you know?
I'm just trying to tell people, man. Like I be caring about the aesthetics.
Yeah, of course. It's very important. Very
End of the
important.
day, like.
That chlorophyll, man. I don't go home, leave home without it. Put that chlorophyll in the water. Take
I just ordered the what's that? It's the shit that start with an A. It like cleanses your kidneys and your liver. It's like it's like the red pills. It's the oils.
So
it's Anna something.
Yeah, there's quite a few different, like for instance, like when you got the black seed oil, olive oregano.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's similar. It's similar to that. Yeah.
Because between the like say with the chlorophyll, first you know I do the sun gazing every day. The chlorophyll will take the heavy metals out your body. The sun gazing and the chlorophyll will help decalcify your pineal gland. Olive oregano is like nature's antibiotic. You know, black seed oil combined with that, you know, definitely anti-cancer. You know, so beautiful thing.
Hey,
Man.
Brianna.
Yes.
Real quick, and I don't want to make it a hard ask. Can I get like a couple pieces of black tea?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you're not giving me no smile.
Oh yeah, nah, that's a fact. You know what I mean?
So,
See, that's why I come. This is my brand.
I like my hoodie, you know, like yeah, but it's
Nah,
like
I get you.
not.
That's why you see I'm rocking my brand. This is
Yeah.
you go to the Vigor site, Vigor shop. You get this. You know, that's how I say. You know me. I'm on a mission. You know what I mean? Stay on a mission.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, this is.
Oops, sorry, I don't
Good.
Oh no, you're straight.
Yeah,
You're doing what you gotta do. You know.
This is a good amount. Yeah, don't beyond the real direct tour.
Okay, that's dope.
Like, oh, Remo, I don't like your shit. I'm like, oh, it's not bad.
I've never said that.
No.
In a nicer way. That's not the proper.
Yeah, she don't like my antics. I'll be causing trouble over there.
I'm not a hater.
No, it's all good. Yeah, we see.
Do you guys need anything before we begin?
No, straight. Thank you.
I'll put everybody's shots in.
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure that, like, Mike Wise. Yeah, you're
good.
good. Yeah,
Right,
it's good.
right?
It's good right
Okay,
there. Yeah.
I figured because I.
Whoa!
Yeah, shit.
Boy,
Looking fine.
yo,
Oh yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
we good.
son.
Oh man.
Nah, I be loving Liberty. Liberty,
Mhm.
it's different energy when I'm in Liberty.
Yeah, no, this is dope, man. And I see the camera angles. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful set. Y'all make sure y'all tune in and subscribe to everything that he's doing, y'all. Make sure, show love.
Yes, please do, sir.
That's a fact. Vigor approved, you know?
Vigor approved.
You know what I mean?
Remo approved.
Remo approved, you know what I mean? See how it go, right?
Oh yes, thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
what
play
I'm
it.
talking about.
We don't
Get the
play it,
lid
son.
on your shoulder right there, look on the side right there, yep.
Yeah, we don't play
There
it.
you go, yep.
Beyond,
Let's get right.
You're playing, son.
Let us get right.
Man, Remo, sick and tired of your fucking antics. Like,
Yo, are the mics, are they tuned to the camera where it picks up by the volume or someone's controlling both panels?
No, she.
Okay.
What was your question?
No, I was just, first I thought it was sensitive to the mic and the camera would go with it, but you're actually panning over it from each angle.
No, so that's what you're saying. I think is live switching.
It
We
does.
don't do that.
Oh, you don't do, okay.
All three cameras just record at the same time.
I got it, and then
I
now the
leave it on-
editing, you.
Yeah, we edit it too, and I'm gonna leave it on the wide so that way you both can see.
Gotcha, yeah.
yourselves.
Okay.
But yeah, the mics are recorded separately, but when we sync it together, it's all together, so you get the good audio with the video.
Within it, okay, great,
Yeah.
beautiful.
All right. Cool.
Thank you so much. Let me just
Excuse me.
little.
Okay, I'm loving that. So I wouldn't even, like, the mic will pick up just like this. I wouldn't have to do any, like, closer to it. I could be just like this, right?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
If you prefer to turn to speak to him, you can do that too.
I can always do like this and this.
Yeah.
Okay, and it works. I see. I'm looking.
Yeah, as long as it's about
Yeah.
6 inches.
Yeah, I see the difference right there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fire. Yes. Very good. Yeah, when the seasons change, like for a couple of weeks, I get that seasonal asthma.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Like,
It'd be like congestion, all that. I'm like, okay.
yeah, the weather was warm, and
And then
now
it
it's like.
switches up the air, yeah. Still, even though it's 40 something, it's still kind of a nice, it's not that cold, crisp air like the wind, so it's kind of better.
Yeah, but in comparison to the dip.
Oh, forget about it. It's a 30-degree dip.
Yeah, so because even last night, because I was out and about with my coworkers.
Yeah.
I work in the schools and everything, so it's
Yeah.
like, it was our last day. So they were like, yo, Remo, come on, man, pull up, man, you don't be pulling up. I was like, let me stop these people because they start thinking I'm trying to
pull up,
hang
right?
out.
Yeah.
So I pulled up, and then correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Your last two projects were the one and My Constitution.
Yes.
Am I correct?
And the one was the 20th anniversary of my first album, the one which I
Okay.
re-put out on.
Okay.
Because they never, it never came out on those platforms. It was, hand to hand back then.
Right.
And then My Constitution this summer I did a project. Yeah.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it know. I mean,
Yeah,
I got
for
that.
sure.
I got that on my notes and shit. So
Yes.
I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to go crazy.
Oh yeah, that definitely that's you on point.
Yeah. Okay.
Journalism is sharp. You know what I mean? Fact.
Nah, man. I mean, you know what's funny? Like a couple of episodes, I kept talking about that. Like a part of me don't feel I'm a journalist, even though I make sure to do my research.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it's just one of those things that because it's like how I do with rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I respect.
You still got that lint thing? Nah, you got it? Right?
She-
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm noticing now. I might need a little touch of a little.
Because what was I say? Because how I feel about with rap, like yeah, because it's available to rap,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not gonna do it because I'm not great at it. And then even with me, like I don't claim myself as a journalist
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, like the integrity, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and the value of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's easy to
Thank
like,
you so much.
get a camera, get a mic,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
talk to people, and then you're supposed to research anyway, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I just stick to the focus at hand. Just make sure, people's time is not wasted.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key thing about it.
Yeah, you're right though. That's the key. Because in this field that we're in, a lot of times people's time get wasted and nonsense and all that. So you know how I move. You see how I move. I stay on my secret agent, keep low, keep moving.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
yeah,
That's it.
because I know I'm the one person that will never let myself down. I won't let me down.
Right.
Others can let you down, but you won't let yourself down. So you know what I mean?
That's the last part.
Yeah.
That's the last part.
Yeah. So this is phenomenal. Now I'm TV ready now.
Yeah, that's it. And that's the one thing cats can never say about me. Like
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like doing production for my platforms.
Nah, you're on point. Bro.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, like
All right. Yeah, should be good now.
I got that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I got that from Charlemagne. Like that whole like no higher than Harlem,
Yeah.
and then no lower than I think it said like Battery Park or something like that, or
Okay.
Financial District. Yeah. My brother's just not trying to go to no dark alleyway.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep it. See, this is a professional setting. You know what I mean? And the area that it's in is prominent, respected area. So people feel safe. One.
Dead.
And that's very important. You know what I mean?
Dead.
Feeling safe is very important. So
Yeah.
people feeling safe is key.
Yeah.
Safety first. Yeah.
How am I gonna bring you? Have you come out? You're traveling. You got a pack. You got whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm bringing you to some dangerous spot.
Yeah, exactly.
And then ask you questions that are possibly going to be like, not misleading, but like making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, we're not doing that. That's dumb. That's dumb work. Like that was the one thing with me in this shit. I never when I came to this, like I was always on like, nah, I'm not gonna do dumb work with people. And shoot. Hey Brian, whenever you're ready to do the clap.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm no, I'm going through my notes. He's yours. And then also, I guess on the edit part, I guess you could go back to like originally like sending me the
All the ISOs?
yeah, and then with the mixed
Video?
edit, yeah.
Okay, you want the audio file too, like separate? Or you just
Yeah, you can do that. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Alright,
Thank
cool.
you.
You're welcome.
All right. Woo! Yeah, what's up? What's going on, my creators? You already know when the go. It's another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for? Culture, urban technology, and sports. Now, you know what happens here. We have the conversations with the power players, the tastemakers, the shakers, the artists, the creators, the ones that are moving the culture forward. Nonetheless, to my left, to your right. Ah, man, yo, let me tell you something. When it comes to getting my people, y'all know me. I'm a New York NYCer by heart. You know what I'm saying? There's no one particular town, but definitely when it comes to my Queens people, QGTM. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Remo is a Queensite. You know what I mean? A Queens person, being from Laurelton, LA all day, Northside. You know what I mean? Definitely. This gentleman here has been hard working for a long time. So I met him. I think I've known him since, I want to say my early beginnings in media when I started being behind the scenes. So I want to say around 2015, 16. I've met him. Dopeness. Actually, shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. That's how I met him. I was behind the scenes. Getting behind the scenes footage for Hip Hop Gamer, but he was a guest on Hip Hop Gamer's platform, and I think it was at B&H. Yeah, it was at B&H. You were a guest on We Got Game and stuff like that, and definitely from that point on, you know, we definitely always in our travels, passings, you know, I've definitely seen your work and everything like that. But nonetheless, I got hip hop artist, cannabis connoisseur, and entrepreneur, Conn. In the building, so what's good, Conn?
Hip Hop Secret Agent Conn. I'm here. I'm in the building, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
You know, salute to you on your grind.
Yes.
As well. You know, I gotta tip my hat to you for all that you do. A lot of people don't see behind the scenes all the things that you put together, all the places that you are. You're everywhere. Right. You know, me being the secret agent, I might be in the cut somewhere, but I see you there as well.
Right. Now, hell yeah, as you should. Now, you know, let's get right into it. You know what I mean? Yo, you've been outside, since we talking about outside, you've been outside, you know, has become a hashtag. Always saying you've been outside. But when do you realize, you know, you weren't just rapping, you were building a legacy?
I realized I was building a legacy, I would say around 2005.
Okay.
Shout out to Rich Moore. We did a project. Shout out to Rich Moore. For those who don't know, he's in the movie Juice. He's one of the people that are beating up Tupac with Tretch in the movie Juice.
Fire. Hell yeah.
Facts. You know, shout out to Rich Moore. But he basically, we did a project in 2005 called The One. We did 100 copies and we out in the street with it, you know. But because of that album, it led me into getting into the situation with Triborough. You know, shout out to Triborough. It also put me in the situation where we became the Guinness World Record holders. So I knew my legacy since 2005 really began. Even though I started 10 years prior with my demo out of high school and all that, but we're gonna say the real legacy started at that point.
All right, and speaking of point, it seems to me that, you know, you felt you were nice with it and you pretty much one of those ones, you know. That's what's up. Like, what's something a young artist today would never survive from the era you came up in? What do you feel?
Well, what I feel, they probably wouldn't survive the streets. And I don't mean it in a bad way. When I say the streets, I'm talking about there was street team, there was movement on the street, you had to be out to the public. Nowadays, people are inside filming themselves. They're not really adjusted to what it was to survive in the streets. To be able to be aware of your surroundings, still get to the point of what you need to do, be respected, and have the skill set. A lot of these people are not putting in the time to hone your skills and build your skills up.
That's what's up. I mean, do you feel that's more so a case of, you know, like staying relevant or staying real? Like, and also too, feel like, what do you feel is like harder with that?
Well, I feel like in today's society, it's harder for people to stay real because it's so easy to put a facade on. It's so tangible to put stuff out and do things and make it look like it's always a good look. You can make it look good, but if you stay real with yourself, even if it's a longer path, it's gonna be a better experience.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's for me. I feel it's very challenging today, you know, because how much content is so much out there, and how things are oversaturated to a degree of like, all right, it's hard for one to be a creative, to be different, and stay real at the same time. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that okay, it's okay to be fake or it's okay to put a persona on, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, how are we going to move through this, how are you going to separate yourself from the pack if you have to go into those things? I mean, I do definitely get where your tone is coming from in regards to that. Like, what separates a veteran MC from someone who's just been around for a long time?
So say that again for a veteran.
Yeah, what separates a veteran
Okay.
MC versus somebody that's just been around for a long time?
All right, so I'll say this: a veteran MC.
Yeah.
A veteran MC puts in the work. Kind of like how a bodybuilder, you can't become Mr. Universe or Mr. Olympia just because you've been around the weight room. You got to put in that work. So when you're a veteran MC, you're honing your craft. You're getting into ciphers. You're building. You're challenging yourself, doing features with other artists. You're learning from your legends. Like shout out to Lord Finesse, shout out to Redman, shout out to Uncle Ralph, and all these people that I learned from the elders in this culture, and it helped me become the MC I am today. But taking that skill and mastering self, that's the key. Like a lot of people could just rap and they do this, but you need to there's so many different levels of the culture. So try to be well versed in all the levels to become a master MC.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel, again, it goes back to what I was saying before about, when the field is so, abundance of the field, it's like you got so many players, you got so many athletes, you got, not athletes, sorry, so many artists, so many media personalities, content creators, thereof. It's like, how does one like take the time to hone in to understand the culture? Not saying that they shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, as far as like with our culture, hip hop culture, but I just feel like it's such a huge ask. And I'm not saying in regards to huge ask like it's bothersome, but it's like, because of those that have come into this culture and what they contributed and those ahead of that generation and so forth, you know what I mean?
Well, people gotta do their research. You know what I mean? And I went to the University of YouTube and Google, meaning all the information you need to know is out there. Like, if you want to educate yourself on the past of hip hop, you can deep dive and find out. Find out who was the first person to do this. Educate yourself. Let's talk about sports. You had mentioned athletes. Now think about it like this. Most athletes know about Jerry West or they'll know about Elgin Baylor. But then if you ask somebody about Grandmaster Cass or Melly Mel or somebody, a new age person, they'll be like, yo, who's that? Like, you know what I mean? So educate yourself with the culture. It's only like 52 years old. It's not like there's music that's been out for 100 years or so. This is one of the youngest genres. So it's not like you have to backtrack that far, but educate yourself on the culture, and that way you can really be part of the culture fully,
Yeah, I think also it's willingness versus actual wanting like willingness versus actually honing in the information. Because at the end of the day, like just like with me in education, because with my students that I deal with and everything like that, yeah, my initial premise is, okay, I want all of them to learn, right? But unfortunately, each student is different. Each student is going to take in the information at a different rate. True. So at the end of the day, like even with the artists today, not even artists today, just alone, just in today's times, creators in today's times, it's so many. It's easy to go on YouTube University and everything like that, but then again, it's like, okay, who's willing to go down the rabbit hole, stay down the rabbit hole, and really take heed of the information or implement things within that? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, there could be a trend that's out today, right? And because we got AI kind of like eliminates damn near all that. True. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, if I'm said person, and all right, if AI is gonna, pretty much do the work for me, or for that matter, it cuts the time of production in half. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to stay, you know what I'm saying, in that regard. But I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, definitely. Also, see, to be able to do those things, you have to have discipline.
That part.
It's discipline. And truthfully, discipline will get you everything and anything in life. If you want to get physically fit, you got to discipline yourself with dieting and physical fitness. If you want to educate yourself, you have to be disciplined to do that. So even with the culture, it's the information is there and it's available, but do you have the discipline to really stay with it and really educate yourself and then follow through? Because even with the discipline, having the knowledge and not applying it is not going to work either. You got to also apply it and put in that grind.
Right, yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. Yo, let's just say, like, if there was like a constitution with hip hop, right? What's one rule from the old hip hop constitution that needs to come back ASAP?
Originality.
Speak on that.
Originality, because nowadays what people do is when something's popping, a certain sound is popping, everyone emulates that sound. They kind of ride the wave of it. Now, and this is hip hop we speaking. Now, if you speaking about reggae, it's different because they have a vibe. Everybody ride the rhythm. You know what I mean? And that's understandable because that's what that culture is.
Right.
When hip hop, it's originality. Slick Rick and Big Daddy Kane didn't sound the same. LL Cool J or Kumo D or Karis One, everybody sounded different. They had their own sound. Even if your voice is similar, because I get a lot of times people say, you know, you remind me of Jadakiss, how you sound. And which is a great thing, of course, because salute to Jadakiss, but it's my voice. This has always been my voice. So you're always going to get compared to somebody because they want to, associate like, damn, it sounds like so-and-so, or you kind of remind me of this. But be original, be yourself.
Yeah, and it goes back to it, man. I think it's more so like the availability of the trend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like, once again, I'm not defending it, we're just having smart the conversation. I just feel like it's such a challenging ask because like I said, it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the trend is there, the AI is there. The shit. Even for people that want to be content creators, it's there now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus if you want to say like if I want to pinpoint it, maybe like let's say 15 years ago or 20 years ago. We had to work hard. We had to get to the grind, be different, be original. Even back in those times too, in the 90s and in the 80s, 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like the mystery was like this. You know what I'm saying? The mystery was like this. For whom is the next talent? Whom is the superstar? Whom, how did they do it and stuff like that? Because it was a huge mystery. Now, because now it's reversed. Now it's compact. The mystery's compact. Like, anybody, unfortunately, because the entryway into the culture, into the music, into entertainment thereof, into the business, into the industry is such at a low bar, that, anybody could do something, pick it up if they know how to market right, if they know technology well, that's what's gonna, that's what it comes down to.
Well, it's the entry level has changed.
Yes.
Now the entry level is very low. The entry level is open to any and everybody. Before, you actually had to have talent. You actually had to have ability. You actually had to have some type of connection or work hard toward to get it. Now you can turn on your phone, go live, have a background, and you're on. It's that simple. So you have people that are out there that are getting recognition because of accessibility is so easy to get to, and they may not have the talent, but they do have the technology, so it changes things a little bit.
Yeah, but even with that, right? I mean, yes, technology is, amongst everybody, but still the work has to be, put into play. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta put in the work, but then also too, it also falls down upon the individual. How much work are you willing to put in? Again, it comes back to will again. I think, we're the last of the dying breed of those that were that knew about, okay, the grind, the hustle, this is what has to be done step by step, this versus, and I know I hear it all the time, like, okay, if our era would have had more social media, but then again, I don't like that argument. For me, I don't like that viewpoint or pinpoint thereof, because it's like, again, we're misinterpreting about it that the work still has to be done. If anything showed a point in that, look what happened during COVID, especially for educators. Look, I can speak about that. That shit was challenging as hell because, everybody wants to say, well, the kids, they be on laptops anyway, or they be on iPads anyway. I was like, yo, that don't matter, okay? Because now they're at the confines of their home. You know what I'm saying? Versus at school, when they were here on iPads or whatever, or using computers at school. And then all that, they should know what to do. Okay, cool. I hear you on that. But once again, okay, it comes down to, it depends on the type of kid. Just because you put an iPad in front of a kid, you can't expect that kid to now, run the whole, database or the infrastructure. You know what I mean? Yeah, word.
100%, and it boils down to how much are you willing to put in work-wise. because sure, the technology is there now.
Mhm.
Sure, the awareness is there more than ever. We in the age of awareness, awakenings and stuff. So everything is being put out in Front Street. But it always goes back down to discipline. At the end of the day, discipline is never going to change. Discipline is always going to be the key factor to your success in whatever you're doing.
Nah, that's a whole fact. All right, man. Let's go with this, man. 2020 in 2026, the independence is independence real or just a different type of contract?
Well, 2026 independency is real. I just think there's different outlets now for independence to do things. It's still real, but the game has changed so much. Because even with me in 2026, I went from independent to doing a partnership, but I'm still an independent artist. But it's like now, it's different. It has changed, but it's still there. It's just that now I would say it's not like independent back in the day out the trunk. 100% independent like it used to be because technology and things have changed, but it's still there. It is there. It's just that things are different. Labels are not what they used to be, and as far as artist development, certain things. So sometimes you have to build yourself up independently to a certain point before even getting recognized to that next level.
Yeah, I want to ask you like the whole like as of late it's been brewing. Ever since it was announced with the Russell being with Rock Nation, and then the whole like it started this brewing like thing about him not being independent, whatever have you. For you, I want to know like for you when is that point when you're not independent? Not saying like okay if you get signed to a label or whatever and you're not independent, but there are people that have distribution. There are artists and creatives that have distribution deals with the major corporations or the labels thereof. For you, I wanted to like speak right now and reach out to my creatives right now and like really like break down that type of distinction.
All right, well, I'll just use myself as an example because recently I just did a partnership with Sony.
That's my congrats.
Shout out to my man H, shout out to my man Mike, Music Media Network, Surgical Records, of course, Big Entertainment. We all have formed a partnership with Sony. Now, of course, we know Sony is a major when it comes to film, music, and electronics, right? So this is a partnership that has distribution. Of course, I'm a video game creator as well, so that fits right in with the Sony brand as well. But I still consider myself an independent artist because I'm at a point now where the new project that I'm doing, I'll be producing the project. So now I dabble into the production world, so I'll be producing all my music from now on.
Nice.
I learned how to produce during my recovery when I had a serious injury and I was, down and out. Remember that? So I started learning it. I honed my skills. So as I was healing my body, I was learning how to be a producer as well because I figure that's the best way. So when it comes to that, when we say independent, I still view myself as an independent artist, even though I just did a partnership with Sony, because I'm still, it's not like where it was where you're signed and then the label takes control of this. No, it's a partnership. So it's not like you're just signed and the label's giving you the directive. It's a partnership. So now, we take what I'm thinking and then the resource they have, we put it together to work. So you're still independent, but now you're making partnerships,
Right, and then for me, like it's always been confusing about why I have this debate. Like I thought the goal is okay, you're supposed to advance in what you do with your craft or your creativity. Just like what Jay-Z said during his interview. You know what I'm saying? I create art and then for it to sell. Regardless of if it's independent or not independent. Yeah. And I get it because you don't want people controlling you or have you, but at the end of the day, it's like a good amount of people that survived in this game. They had to make a sacrifice just to get to making 100% of something, and I get it. But I feel like that whole narrative of it being pushed out there, like, oh, I gotta have 100%, I gotta have 100%. It's like, okay, but then how is the value increasing if you're not sacrificing some kind of percentage? You get what I'm saying? Like,
no,
what do you feel about that? In that
put like this, just you have to be a smart business person.
Right.
You can go for the okie doke, what a lot of people have done in the past, and people still do, or you can go to a beautiful situation. It depends on what you negotiate. It depends on your knowledge and understanding of the business itself. I also tell all artists, educate yourself. strengthen your mind. Be well versed in the entertainment business, because we are artists and we do music, but understand the business. So that way, when a situation like what was bestowed upon me with Sony, I understood what I deserve, what's fair, and what I agree upon. I didn't just say, oh, just sign the dotted line. It had to be something that was a beautiful situation that I felt comfortable with, first and foremost. I've been around too long to just do anything. And we've been there before. Shout out to Triborough. Y'all know what we talking about. You know what we talking about. We had $1 million deals on the table before.
Right.
I've even solo artists with J Records. Right before Alicia Keys came out, I'm sitting at the table with her, didn't even know who she was. Situation where I was supposed to be in a group with Papoose, True Mac, and some other people, all when we first started around that time. So I've seen that before. So if you have to learn and grow and learn from the mistakes of others, because they tell their stories, and don't do the same thing.
Right. Now that's what's up. Streaming made everybody visible, but did it make artists more valuable or more disposable?
More disposable, I feel, and depending on what their situation is. Because right now, let's just keep it a buck. When you do, you got your TuneCores and DistroKids and CD Babies and things, and it's good because it gives the artist independency. But at the same time, if I was out the trunk of my car selling $10 a pop, compared to a stream being 1/4 of a penny on that level, it's a big difference. It's such a big difference that you're not even seeing what your music really deserves, from that level. So just artists understand independency. If you really want to say independency, sell something out your trunk of your car or whatever, make a vinyl record, have something tangible that you can sell with your music attached to it, and build up your budget, and then make the moves from there. Because with streaming, if you're just gonna do the bottom level streaming, you're getting 1/4 of a penny. What are you really saying?
Right, and I want to know from you, like, as of late with J. Cole's movement, what he's done, do you feel if more follow those footsteps, do you feel that could possibly change things, change the leverage, like take us into?
Yeah, it is actually. And you know what? Think of last summer with Cardi B, when she was on the ad with the incense in Harlem with the incense, had a CDs and vinyl. Artists are getting back to that. Everything is changing, but we're also in a 30-year cycle. It's back to 96 all over again. From 94 to 96 was a great time for hip hop, and look at 24 to 26. Look at all the legacy artists that have returned with phenomenal projects.
Yeah,
we're in a 30-year cycle. These things are real. Bell Bottoms was hot in the 70s, came back in the 90s, then it came back again now. Feel what I'm saying? It's just.
And baggy jeans.
And baggy, remember, from the night. So everything is back. So we're in a point now where, yes, it's getting to a point where people are starting to sell. Cardi B and J. Cole are the first out of the majors. J. Cole riding around out the trunk of the car. He took it back to that level. Cardi B on the street with the CDs and the incense. It looked like a joke, but she's really doing that, and they're really selling their units, hard copies. So it's coming back to that point, and I'm loving it, because I started my career as a kid, my first demo actually in 96, so this is like my 30-year cycle,
That's what's up, man. Yo, what do you feel is the biggest lie the music industry still tries to sell artists in 2026?
The biggest lie that the industry sells artists?
Yeah, try to sell artists in 2026.
Sign with us, don't even look at the contract, we'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still gonna do that. Hey, do a 360, we'll have your head spin and enjoy. All right, so you think, oh yeah, we'll give you 25,000, not knowing this recoupable, and everything that you use in your budget in the studio time, you're in the big studios with them and you're feeling good, but it's all coming from your budget. So it's tricknology. They still pulling the wool over your eyes if you allow it. They still gonna do it. So yeah, the biggest scam or the biggest thing is sign with us. Don't worry about all those papers. Just sign with us and be happy. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's just stick with home, Neil. You know what I'm saying? NYC.
Yeah.
The culture. It still breathes. It still has its impact. But some feel that it might be losing its steam in a way. Like, I want to know from you, like, is NYC losing its grip on the culture, or are we just not unified like we used to be?
But like this, I feel like we are now starting to get back to that, but for the last 15 years almost, we have lost ourselves, because we started following others instead of being the trendsetters. We were the trendsetters from the beginning of hip hop all the way into the early 2000s, I would even say to close to 2010. After that, there's certain sound that came out, And that's great because we had the Ghetto Boys, we had Master P, we had these people who had their sound, and we all worked together. On 4321, Master P was there, so was Cannabis, so was LL Method, everybody was different. Nowadays, we hear a sound that's popping, and instead of doing what we're doing and make it pop, we want to kind of copy that. You know, New York was always the trendsetter. Once we became the emulators, we lost it. But nowadays, if you guys notice, trap, drill, everything kind of dying down. And that's because our forefathers, the legacy artists, have returned and brought it back. Shout out to Eric Sermon, shout out to Redman, shout out to Eminem, shout out to Rakim, shout out to all these people that have come back. Snoop Dogg, they all came back. The Clips, incredible projects. Raekwon, Ghostface, everybody has come back, you know? And now they set the trend, and they didn't try to follow anything. They did what they did. So now artists are seeing. We got young artists now that are coming out on boom bap levels. Right. That's coming back. We got young artists doing boom bap. So now I feel New York is starting to get their identity back. And shout out to the females, because the females have been running things for quite a while right now. They
Femcs.
The Femcs. Shout out to that's true. The Femcs, man. Shout out to the Femcs. Y'all doing it.
Yeah, now that's what's up, man. Do you think what's the conversation that New York artists need to have right now? Oh no, sorry. What's the conversation that you feel New York artists are avoiding right now?
Unity.
Right.
Collaboration. Teamwork. You know, we could do that. We could bring it back to let's start working with each other, doing features with each other, projects together, collab projects. Bring it back to that era. So I think what we're avoiding, the conversation we're avoiding, is the unity to make us powerful again, to stand out again. And it's happening slowly but surely just because of the music cycle itself. But we can speed up and expedite that situation if we come together. You know, it's too much in New York. It's too much competitive, which is great as an MC, but you know, back in the day, even when the Lox and Jay-Z did a record, they might have been going at each other on Reservoir Dogs, but they were on a record together. Still, they kept it competitive in the sport of the culture. You know what I mean? We don't do that now. Now it's about memes and nonsense that's happening. You know, we need to be together, man.
Nah, and then also too, I think it's also too, you gotta think it's too cliquey and too mixy in NYC. I'm not saying not to get along with people, but it's like, if you're not part of that certain clique or a certain like mixy circle, or you're not in the mixy chat group, and if you're not this, then you get alienated out.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, then from that, the alienation, nobody like keeps it. You know, they don't maintain it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because now, okay, if that person's lit, now you want to lower your alienation levels or lower your defenses, and now, oh, because that person's lit, now I'm going to jump on, versus just willingly get ahead and collaborate, or willingly make a solid business process, you know, going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been told recently, shout out to, I'm not going to say who, just, you know, because, but they say, hey, yo, Conn, a lot of people don't like you. And you know, yeah, a lot of people don't like me, but what it is I do everything by myself. And not that I want to, but like you said with the clicky stuff, I'm not gonna lower my standards, and I'm not gonna become a minion for someone else because they're buzzing and doing their thing. I salute them. I'm happy for them.
Right.
And if they would like to collaborate, I would be down for it 100%. But I'm not gonna be right behind you. Hey, whatever you want to do, sir, let's do it. And just to be on, like you said, the clicky thing. They follow a wave of one person that's whatever. So when you do things on your own, you see how I move. I'm really secret agent of hip hop. I move by myself and do a lot.
Right.
People don't like that because I put in the time and discipline to educate myself so I can do everything, even with production now. So I don't need anybody, but I will collaborate. But people want you to need them or work with them on their terms, and I'm not willing to do that. We can do it on even terms, but not your way or the highway.
Yeah, see, and that's crazy too. It's like, for me, I'll speak about my experiences. You know, not to say that I didn't do my best to work with people, but for me, I'm a curse. Screw it. It's the first time I curse, right? I'm trying to like be more political.
Hey, they'll put the
no,
beats
but
in.
no, we ain't gonna put no beats. I'm gonna tell you, no, the shit that be fucking pissing me off is, it's like the weirdo dismissing value. You know, dismissing of one's value. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, not to know a role or what to do within the collaboration, right? I'm not talking about that. But it's like, yo, we're not trying to, don't try to treat me like no fucking doja, or try to treat a person like a doja, or like a runarounder, or whatever, knowing that, okay, of that person's resume, or whatever have you, you know what they can do. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like, look, like, perfect example, right? Like, when I was with Hip Hop Gamer, right? When I was doing productions for Hip Hop Gamer, right? Okay, yeah, I knew I had to do productions, but at the same token, I wouldn't like go and host or whatever because I knew my role. But at the same token, Hip Hop Gamer, when it came to introducing people or me introducing people to me, he didn't do the dumb shit like, oh well, yeah, this is my videographer, or this is my cameraman, or this is the guy that does the content. No, he introduced me as, yo, now this is Remo Marak. And then from there, okay, gave me the opportunity to like, okay, allow myself to introduce myself, or for that matter, let people know what is what I do. You know what I mean? I feel like in New York, it'd be crazy. It's like, yo, like motherfuckers be really like trying to like treat you like a doja, and it's like, yo, bro, or try to treat you like a sucker or a minion.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you don't even know about the rooms that I've been in, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, there's a couple times that happened to a couple of people that I did work with, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, just because, okay, fine, they know you and everything, like, how you know they don't know me, or how you know I don't know them, or for that matter, what capacity or what rooms I was possibly in, and I already met those people. Just because I don't say it, or I don't promote it on social media, or for that matter, I don't be boastful and just drop names like that or whatever. That don't mean I ain't move and shake around here. And vice versa, even with me, like, there's nobody, look, I'm looking to the camera. My career is, you know what's up, and people that have worked with me, you know for facts. If there was events I ain't never do no sucker shit like that. I ain't never go, oh, well, yo, this is my videographer. This guy right here, this guy or she holds my bags. No, I said, no, this is the person's name. Okay, y'all do whatever, say what's up, link up, move, and I move around. I move around in events. You see, come on, how many times have you seen me in events, or places you see me at? Okay, if I did have somebody with me, I ain't do the sucker shit like, yo, this motherfucker under my wing. I'm the reason why he came in here with me. No, I introduce you and I bounce because I saw how to do moving and shaking around the room. And that's what kills me. That's what killed me. And I'll be seeing it. It's happened to me. You experience it. You know what I mean? It's just so whack and trash.
Nah, it's super whack. And being that we mentioned, big shout out, big salute to Hip Hop Gamer.
Right? Yes, definitely.
Big salute, because he's one of the realest. He's the go to the game, but he's one of the realest in the game.
Yes.
And I'll say that because I met Hip Hop Gamer at the BET Awards in like 2016 or whatever in California. When I had the prototype of my video game Quest for the Golden Mics. He saw that and was like, yo, this is crazy. Yo, I'm gonna have you on my show when I get back to New York. And people say, oh, I didn't know him at the time, so I was like, oh, cool. But then I'm like, people say these things. Lo and behold, that's how we met.
He always keeps his word.
Always keeps his word. Like you said, never do that. So I always want to salute him on every time I get, because he's one of the realest people I know. When I was in the hospital, when I was down and out, I was in a wheelchair, who was calling me? Hip Hop Gamer. Checking up on me, you know what I mean? That's that real. But getting back to what we're saying with the high and mighty, treat you a little funny, people don't realize. I know executives on a personal level. I know people. I don't reach out. The legendary people I know personally,
right,
as my friends, and I never ask for favors. They know me. They respect me in the culture. And then you have people that may not know my history, and then they try to act funny style, like how he's saying. And I look at him like, all right, obviously you don't know who I am, and you're not even respecting my pen. You don't respect who I am as a person, because your head is gassed up because you have all these minions behind you. And I get it, because I see it all the time. You have one person with a bunch of people behind them wanting to get in that space they're in, and it gasses that person up. I've always been humble. You never, I'm always by myself, but if I'm with somebody, same way, introduce, connect the dots all the time. There's nothing to gatekeep or hide, and there's nothing to try. Why would you down somebody else to make yourself feel good? Look in the mirror and feel good. Don't worry about all that high and mighty nonsense, The game is twisted in that way, man, but We here to let it be known, and we here to help turn the wheels around and to knock that off. Y'all need to knock that off. Now I'm looking. Y'all need to knock that off.
Yeah, it's just trash. It's cornball work. It's like, because then now it's like okay, I can say a couple of situations for me that happened. Like, fuckers did that crap, and then they had to remind. It was embarrassing. It's like they had to remind them, like, yo, that's Remo Marak. They even said my government. This is not Kareem. I knew Kareem from from back when he was hooping or whatever. Or for that matter, I knew him when he came into this industry earlier on with acting. They were talented. And it's like, here I come now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do the I told you so shoulders, or I gotta do the eye rod. I gotta do the eye raise, like, because it's like, what are you doing that for? Yeah. Versus, like I said, when it comes to me, I never cared about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that I never thought of myself high, or for that matter, I never understood my value. But in the same token, what does that do? Because that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like I'm making it seem like you lesser than somebody, or less of a human, or less of a person, and you put all this work in. It's like, oh, what are we doing?
Be humble. They not humble. We are humble as men. We're humble, even with all the accolades, all the amazing things that you have done, all the amazing things that I have done. We remain humble at all times. We don't get gassed. We do it for the right reason. We do it for the love, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing, too. A lot of people are in this game, they're not really in it for the love, they're in it for the opportunity. So it's going to be a different kind of treatment with other people, because they're not important to you. Oh, he can't do nothing for me. If you don't know that he can't, whoever, son, I get out of my way. Let me get to the person that can do something for me. And then you come to find out, oh, I'm connected to the person. Now you want to come back. It's very funny, very fake, but
even
not with that.
Shit, I'll even be transparent. My career, I'm reaching out, I'll be transparent. Even when Sean Conn hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Not because because we know each other and we worked, behind the scenes, and we worked in this industry and entertainment business, you know what I'm saying, for years and all that. I didn't do the wave my hand, wait a minute. Nah, I said, all right, cool, let's get it. I said, what can you do for me? What can you do to pull up? I sent them the link, and then from there we here. And it's just like, again, it just kills me, like, within hip hop, like, why in hip hop culture, it's so many fucking conditions or conditionals, versus other genres. They don't be having these fucking conditionals like that. Like, yeah, they conduct business and everything like that or what have you, but your district's like, nah, they don't be doing that conditional shit like that. It's only within hip hop culture, which just like irks the shit out of me. Yeah. And even in New York culture, just irks the shit out of me. It's like, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah, we don't have, ain't no country and western situation this way, you know what I mean? If they do have a thing, they probably take it in the back, squabble it out, and then shake hands as men, or women, or whatever the case may be. But it is hip hop. But from my understanding, and from what I see as long as I've been with the culture, it also is conditioning. You know what I'm saying? It's conditioning, because it's not just we are that way. We've been conditioned that way. Because even back when, even with the J Record situation in 2000, how about, I was married at the time, right? I had a wedding ring on. My man, shout out to Jeff Robinson. He put out Alicia Keys, of course. And this is just, I'm being transparent with y'all. You know what I mean? He also has her. He does her now. And phenomenal gentleman. He was like, oh, that's a no-no. He said, that right there, can't even show that, because you have to have the mystique. So just giving y'all an example. So you already now have to be a little guarded, like, all right, I can't hide, I gotta hide my personal life. And then they want you not to mention, you want to be mysterious. But then it also is, when an artist is young, say I'm a kid at that time or whatever, or young, but then as you mature, if you once you're 30, it's over hip hop. You can't rap no more. What are y'all talking about? First of all, some of the greatest music that has come out in current times is artists that are like 50 and over right now. So y'all are not saying much or nothing, but that is the technology. Because what it is the truth of the matter is, they don't want you to get wisdom. When you're young, you're impressionable and they can take advantage. Right. As you get a little older and get wiser, they're gonna tell you, you're too old for this now. Not that you're too old for it, you know too much, so we can't use you no more. Man. So that's why the game is twisted, because now everybody has been taught, this is what it gotta be, you gotta be this, you can't do that, you can't do that. it's all about creativity, originality. Be yourself, be transparent. Some of the illest artists that we've ever felt in history are DMX and Tupac. Why? Because they bared their real heart out to the world, and they felt that, you know?
Nah, that's what's up. But then let's definitely get to 2 of your latest projects you dropped in 2025. The one, which is your 20th anniversary? Yeah, 20th anniversary project. And also, too, My Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, if the one dropped today, right? Well, it did drop today, but let's just let's say like you dropped it today or whatever. Does it hit the same or does it shape the game differently?
I would say this, because when I did put it out on the anniversary, because it was never out on any streaming platforms, because at that time it didn't exist.
Right.
You know, it was, and it's a mystery album. Shout out to Rich Moore, he produced the entire album, but we only pressed up 100 copies, and I handed it out to certain people, just handed it out. Right. It wasn't even something that we sold. I never re-upped on it, and what happened was, you know, that brought me to a college radio interview, and so much things happened, Tribal, all that. But to say the impact of it would be different if I would have pushed it that way. I just put it out as the anniversary, but I didn't push it that much after. It's kind of like, here it is for those who never heard it. So if people double back and listen to it, they can see how it's culture shifting, even 20 years later. You know, that album taught me how to be an artist. Not just a rapper, not just an MC, but an artist. You know, so the reason it does shift the culture, because it showed me how not just to spit bars and not just to be able to rap, but how to put songs together.
And put a story together.
How to put a story together. How to give you a full album with conceptual vibes, you know, and that even gets into the Constitution, the you know.
All right, let's stay on that. Let's definitely talk about that. My Constitution sounds like a statement. What are you standing on that you refuse to compromise on that project?
My integrity as a man, as a human being, you know, as an artist, as an MC for the culture. I'm not gonna compromise my sound. Shout out to Cartoons from Slovenia, who saw my interview with Hip Hop Gamer years ago, got inspired, learned how to produce, and then while I was in the hospital, him not knowing, but reached out to me through an email. He had no social media and wanted to work with me, and that's why we started working on that project.
Oh, that's me.
So now,
my creators.
Yeah,
wow.
the entire project is done by a Slovenian kid who was a kid at the time, and then almost 8 years later, he's older, reached out to me. We did the project, and it was like, I made through an idea to him, like, for instance, there's a song with me and TL. Matter of fact, you were there at the video shoot on Farmers Day.
Oh, yeah. That was dumb hot.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was dumb hot.
Yeah. So during that right there, I told him, I said, yo, I wanna kind of get the feel of Give Up the Goods from Mobb Deep. And then he made a joint that had that vibe, and then me and TL did what we did. So that project, it was just my return to music, because for a while I kind of, like for almost 2 years, I kind of lost, like I was going through a lot of pain. I had a serious ailment with my leg. I had so much pain I couldn't perform. I couldn't even think straight. I was in severe pain. I had 4th stage osteoarthritis.
Wow.
I didn't even know. It was bone on bone. I didn't even know that happened until I had to get the x-rays, because I was in so much pain I couldn't hardly walk. You know, so it ruined my whole just creative mindset. I thought they was gonna chop my leg off. Really, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I was like, I don't got it no more. I don't, you know. So I lost hope for like a year and a half. But when I was in that hospital bed, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this is real. I've heard people say it before. When they say, yo, the Most High spoke to me, I was asleep. I woke up out of my sleep. I had a message in my head. I wrote down everything it was, and it was about the sun gazing, all the things I need to do to build myself up. And then rest in peace to my man, Mr. Me, who passed 5 days after my surgery. Oh, wow. Also, I was told, because he was a producer, and he said, yo, Conn, you could be an ill producer. You got that ear. And I just be like, nah, I'm just focused on my writing. I don't think so. But when he died, I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn. And that's when I started learning, like that recovery process. While I was writing my album, doing My Constitution, I also was learning. Shout out to Alus, who gave me the Logic program and showed me how to work it.
It's Alus, the one that works with Bianca.
Yes.
Yes, Alus, yes.
And remember, me and
Conn
Alus,
Genius.
Yes, Conn Genius. Me and Alus were in the group Triborough for 10 years. That's me, Alus, and Fresh Air, Bronx, Harlem, and Queens.
Holy shit.
That's how that is. That's Triborough.
Wow.
Yeah, we a group, 5-time Guinness World Record holder, award-winning group, tour, all the stuff we've done as Triborough. So
damn.
Yes, and since 2005, Alus has been my engineer, you know, as well. I met him with the one album that somebody called me at Baruch College. He was a student at Baruch College, heard me on the radio. He called up, like, yo, I gotta work, I gotta do a song with you. That's how it happened, you know? So yeah, man.
See what I mean, my creators? Yo, you know, it always happens here on Cut, son. I swear.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Shout out to Alus, you know, the Conn genius. Yo, and Alus, I want some new Alus music too.
Yo, Alus, you gotta pull up to the pod.
Yeah, you gotta pull up. He just dropped the joint legacy song as well. But I told him, yo, Alus, time for some new joints too, man. Let's get back in there, you know. Shout out to Bianca too, you know what I mean?
Yo, Bianca's super killing.
Super fire.
Yeah, the freestyle she dropped the other day.
Oh, crazy!
She was on
One
the
train joint.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo, Bianca, you want to battle? What's up? Got the bars. But so a lot of people don't know. Me and the Loose and Fresh Air Triborough. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Rapathon veterans. We opened up for Rakim at BB King's House of Blues on Times Square. All these amazing things, man. That's why I say, man, life is a journey, and these moments are priceless. Me on stage and Dougie Fresh beatboxing while I'm around. Me opening up with LL at the Power 105 car show, whatever the case may be, those moments are priceless. Just last week, 2 weeks ago, Onyx and DMC on Jamaica Avenue. I'm up in the video. Shout out to Lord Nez. That's my guy. He produced the record. Stuff like that, you know?
That's what's up, man. I'm trying to ask you a couple more about media publication landscape for artists, and then from there we definitely gotta get you with Bars of Cap.
Okay. Yeah.
So yo, let's go with this one right here. Do you trust hip hop media right now, or does it feel more like content farms than culture curators?
Depends on who the person is that's curating the situation.
Okay.
Of course, you, pure to the culture, trust 1,000,000%. You know, somebody that might just run up to me, yeah, gang, what's up? You know, do you do this, gang? And then and it's like some type of joke, it's clickbait or whatever they doing. Cool, respect to that for what you're doing. You know what I mean? Would I trust that? No, because usually they ask you some type of wild question that's like a trolling type of situation because they want to make viral content. That's cool too. But you know, things like this, things that are staples in the media culture, that's what I trust. That fly by night stuff, I don't trust it. Not saying that I wouldn't associate myself with it, but I'm always being aware. I'm on my Bruce Wayne, you know, I'm really being a detective to make sure everything is straight, you know?
Man, nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And then also too, if an artist isn't controlling their narrative in 2026, you know, whose fault is that?
You said if artists are not.
If an artist isn't controlling their narrative in 2026, whose fault is that? Who does that?
If an artist in 2026 is not controlling their narrative, it's their fault.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is you have all the tools you need to control your narrative. You can go on Amazon and get you a camera, rig, lights, background, anything you need to control your narrative. If you're gonna allow somebody to tell you, oh, just listen to me, just follow me, just do what I say, nah, do it this way, and not be in control of yourself, you know what's best for yourself. So if you're willing to compromise what's best for you because you think it's an opportunity, then you're dooming yourself. You know?
Nah, that's what's up. All right, my creators, we're gonna get right to it right now. You know how this goes, kid. Bars of Cap. You know what Bars of Cap, kid? It's the game segment we play here on Cuts. I throw scenarios at the guest, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna throw scenarios at Sean Conn. And if he agrees with bar, Cap. If he doesn't agree, it's self-explanatory, it's Cap. Either, no on the fence.
It's either one or the other. Yeah.
Either or, one or the other. You ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get right to it. All right, being a veteran MC automatically means you deserve respect. Bars or Cap?
Cap.
All right, why Cap?
Because respect is earned. You could be a veteran MC and be a jerk. Just because you've been around and you're a veteran at something just means that you have time in it. But you can be a real jerk, so Cap.
All right. You can't call yourself nice if you never got tested in a real rap environment. Bars or Cap?
Bars.
What's up? What's up?
Bars, because you could be in your mirror all day. I'm nice and spitting whatever you think you're spitting until you get into the trenches with the, or shout out to Sway, the hitters, the hyenas, all the MCs, the real rights. Then that's when you prove yourself.
All right, man. The internet made it easier to look like a legend without putting in legendary work. Bars or Cap?
Bars.
All right.
And I'm gonna say why, because it's smoke and mirrors. This industry has mostly been smoke and mirrors anyway, but now with social media, it's smoke mirrors, razzle madazzle, rhythm a dang, and all the rest.
Razzle dazzle goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sean Conn. That is wild.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, the music industry profits more off of confusion than talent. Bars or cap?
That's bars, actually. And we gonna take it back to NWA days. They talking about the CIA was trying to push the gangster culture, rap culture, to the Society of America to cause violence in our streets. So definitely, it's a narrative, and that's why when the Black Medallion movement came out in the late '80s and '90s and all that, shout out to X-Clan, shout out to Blastmaster KRS-One and everybody, when they were doing the Black Power movement, they threw in the gangster stuff and pushed that to the highest point because they didn't want that narrative. When De La Soul and the Tribe Called Quest and all that, the native tongue, all that was education. X-Clan, education, Public Enemy. They would give you education, fight the power, all these things. And they were selling. They were doing great, but they wanted more of a destructive mindset. So NWA was that thing. And not to disclaim them, because that's what they're coming from, their standpoint and their reality. So that's true to them, but there's room for everything.
Yeah. I just, at the end of the day, man, my creatives, listen, man, just do the research, do the due diligence, do not get confused. Don't take everything for face value, especially within the hip hop culture. And I'm not going against the hip hop culture saying that that's the thing that happens all the time, but do the due diligence, You feel me? Most artists sign deals because they don't understand leverage. Bars or cap?
Cap.
All right, you gotta speak on that.
Because it's many reasons why artists sign deals. Not just because they don't understand the leverage, and it can go either way. Because depending on what your contract states is what your deal is gonna get for you. So it could be a leverage deal, that could be a great situation, or it could be something that is totally, they take your likeness, 360 deal, everything is bad. So the reason I say cap is because every situation can be different if you know how to negotiate it.
That was dope. Yeah, New York doesn't support its own until outsiders validate them. Bars or cap?
That's bars to me. That's bars to me.
Stupid.
That's bars to me. And it's bars because it's so crazy. It's just a true fact. You don't get the support in your hometown the way you do, or even with people you know. Total strangers are your support system, your fan base, and everything. One, because they don't know you at all they know is what they have heard, so your introduction musically is their introduction to you. People that went to school with you, I went to school with that. He ain't whatever. Y'all know, we used to play ball, or that's just Sean. That's just Sean. It's not, that's just Sean. But, and that right there makes it where, now, when you have a single that's popping off and it goes around and now they seeing you perform in Atlanta and then you in Vegas and you're doing whatever, then when you come back, I knew you could do it, Conn, I'm talking about, and all that stuff.
Not even that, I'm the reason why he did this story.
You know what? He started rapping because I told him, buy that Redman album. Because Redman is what inspired me to write rhymes. So I was the one that told him, Redman album coming out.
But my thing is that's so fucking crazy. It's like, okay, even if someone taught you a basic thing, right? Yeah. Flatline bass, right? Yeah. How the fuck do you equate that for the whole totality of the career? And just dismiss and eliminate the work that got put to for that person to get to that should be irking me. In hip hop, that should irk hip hop culture, NYC culture, that irks the living shit out of me. And I'm not saying that to not I'm gonna reach out on this one, my creators. I'm not saying to not give respect to those that helped you along the way. That's not what I'm talking about. When it starts overcompensating of the totality of one's career, where an aspect is overlooked as over the whole career, it's like, how the fuck do you equate that? How the fuck do you equate that? So let's say the scenario you said, right? Okay, let's say if you did listen to Redman without their influence, but you found it at another spot. Let's say Tower Records back in the day. Yeah, I'm showing my age. Like Tower Records or Virgin Records. You went there and listened to Redman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what? So now what you found in your discovery don't matter to your career because that person or your friend or whatever you had to be the one to influence you for it. Like, that shit sound, yo, that sound asinine.
It's real, and also it's funny because even like the way I heard Redman is funny because it was actually Park Jam tape. It was actually a 1990 Park Jam tape with Biz Markie, rest in peace, and Biz Markie brought, it was in Monticello Park in Queens.
Okay.
Biz Markie brought Redman. I wasn't there at the park when the freestyle
Wait,
happened.
you talking about the Bello?
Montebello joint.
Yeah, on Springfield.
Yes, Montebello.
Yes, shout out to the Bello.
Yeah, shout out to Bello. So Redman, Biz Markie was there and brought out Redman. Redman did these freestyles. I remember bar for bar everything he said. But my boy brought the tape to the block. That's how I heard Redman. Before even his album and all that. Months later, he had the hardcore with EPMD. Then he did his album in like 91, I think it was, or whatever, a little later. But from that moment, I was inspired. So my boy wanted to be like, yo, I brought that Redman tape to the block, and that's why you rhyme, and I'm the reason. That could be something. Also, Rich Moore could be like, yo, I taught you song format a certain way, so Conn, you the reason.
No, true. But what I'm saying is, right, I gotta push back a little because that's more for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's more aspect versus totality of the whole career.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
That's true. Cause that like
you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from what they.
No, they did certain things, but I kept it going.
You had to do the work.
You could show me, like for instance, perfect example. Shout out to Loose once again. Even though he gave me the Logic program and showed me how to work it, I had to make the beats. So even if you like, yo, I did that, and you know, I gave you the program. That's why you make beats. That's true, but you're not the reason I got good at making beats. I had to keep going. Same thing with rhymes and writing songs. Okay, you might have introduced me to something that influenced me, or you might have been the first person when I was in 10th grade to take me to the studio. But I've been going to the studio ever since.
Right, right. And it's like, look, like even with me, like when I was doing producing, not saying that there was certain things I was learning from YouTube University, but I did take classes at Matt Neighborhood Network or whatever. Now, I'm not going to dismiss them in that regard, but if it was to be like, okay, take credit for my whole fucking career, it's like,
yeah.
no, like I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm gonna argue the shit out of that, and I'm gonna have to be like, no, because it's like that shit irks me, and like I said again, it's in hip hop culture, and especially in New York culture. That shit is like nerve-wracking as hell, son. I'll be like hearing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's almost like some Sun Dula type shit. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Just because you get, like, even look, there's a couple of creators, influencers. When they ask me about certain basic things about how to do things with basics, right? At editing and filming and all that. I told them that, but I never came out my mouth and said, yeah, well, me teaching you the basics sparked your career, and I'm the reason. And what the fuck are you talking about? I showed it to you, yeah, cool, but you still gotta put in the fucking work. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, that should be irking me, and it'd be like, yo, the fuckers be doing that shit, and it's like, yo, bro, you're confusing showing respect versus actual totality or actual overthrow or whatever have you of one's career. Like that's like a casting director. That's like a casting director. Okay, if a casting director casted Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever for a movie, okay, well, I'm the reason why his career. It's like, okay, I get it on a logistics and process standpoint, but not for the whole fucking totality of the fucking career is.
But people like to do that, and people, what they do is, if they're associated with something that becomes successful or goes a certain way, they want to bring themselves into it and give themselves credit. I'm even in a situation similar to where somebody feels because they did a certain thing that the whole reason is they're the reason why, which is definitely not true. So I agree with you 100%. This is why you always see Sean Conn by himself and on a mission, and this is why I might not be liked as much. Why? Because I stay away. As soon as somebody start talking, yeah, that dude, I walk away. In the middle of a con, I could be looking, talking, yo, I'm holler at you. Yo, what you talking about? I'm out. I don't gotta answer nothing to you. I don't care if you think I'm crazy for walking away. I walk away. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point.
I'm
at that point.
That shit be crazy. And I've seen a couple of vets kind of like do that shit. And I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, in my head, like, I've said it a couple times, but also said it in my head too. Like, yo, the fuck are you doing? That like, no, that just doesn't even sound right. It just straight for me. I don't care about career. You can say whatever you want. And those watching, you can say what you want. That shit doesn't fucking sound right. That shit doesn't sound right. It's not even fucking logical. Like, come on. Like, that's like crazy. That's like crazy. It's like that's like the world chefs and all that, right? They went to culinary school. All right? That's like the culinary school they went to claiming their career. Like, what are you talking about? But what if they failed? What if that person failed? Yeah. Where's the claim? Where's the claim at when they failed? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Fucking oh!
That's a fact.
Where's that same energy when there's a fucking failure?
Yeah.
Where's the same energy?
See, and that's the key because they might have had 1 million students and then 10 of them became successful to a certain level. Now you're going to claim that. But those other 900,
yeah,
1,000, whatever, take that little off. You didn't say nothing about that. What about those? Yo, he failed. He didn't do this. And his career went nowhere. I'm the reason why. Cause you ain't claiming that though. You want to claim the victories, but not the losses. You know, just claim what you do for yourself. That's why I always tell people, like He-Man, Masters of the Universe. We're all masters of our own universe. That's it. So no matter what, we may meet somebody along the way, but we're still the ones running this universe. So don't ever try to claim my universe. It's my universe.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
That's what the hell I'm saying. It's like motherfuckers, yo, that should be irking the shit out of me. And I get it. I get it on the other flip end too, because motherfuckers sometimes will act like that never happened, right? Okay, cool. I get that part. But when you start going past that point, and now you talking, I can say you talking crazy, like you put it on the wing. My son do like the fuck out of here, son. Nah, son, we not doing that, beloved. Nah, that's what's up, yo. Artists make better music when they have something to prove versus something to protect. Bars or cap. Oh, so shout out to the Remo Marine Brand TV.
Yeah, that right there is a good question. And I would say this because knowing me, especially how my older self or previous self, I would say bars on that. And the reason why, because when you got something to prove, you go all out. Especially if you have a lot of, like say if you see yourself in a certain standard and you have something to prove, you're gonna go all out to prove my point. Like I told you I was nice, I told you I could make records, and I told you I could do this. You didn't want to listen, so I had to prove it.
Right.
You know, so I would say bars on that coming from my perspective, because even without music, let's just give an example. I don't like running, right? I'd rather jump rope than run. Right. So shout out to my boys that we was training one time and they running. So I would do a quick 6 laps, which is 2 miles, whatever, right? I think it's like 6 laps, 2 miles, 3 is 1, yeah. So anyway, so when we get toward the 6th lap, here my boy talk about, all right, Conn, yo, fall back, yo, we're gonna do our 16. You can't do that, so I ran with them. Yo, I did the entire 16 laps. The next day, my legs was on fire. I couldn't hardly walk. But don't ever.
I see hot.
Yeah. Don't tell me what I can't do.
Right.
I'm gonna prove it. So if I got a point to prove, even when it comes to bench pressing, they was on the football team. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to bench that 3-something. Oh, yes, I am. I don't care if you're 6'4" and I'm 5'8". I'm still benching 325. Right. No problem. Right. So that's just, I'm speaking from a personal perspective because I grew up with a lot of giants. I was the shortest one, but I stayed on their strength level. Why? Because you ain't gonna be handling me. You know what I'm saying? I got something to prove. So when it comes to music, the same thing, man. So I'm gonna say bars on that. Somebody else may see it as cap.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Unity in NYC hip hop is more of a myth than a reality. Bars or cap?
Unity in NYC hip hop. I mean, you said it's more than a myth than.
Yeah, it's more of a myth than a reality. Bars or cap? Oh my god.
Well, it's cap only because it doesn't even. There's not much of it, right? So it's not a myth. You know, it is reality. So we not say cap is more. You say it's more of a myth. So it's really more of the truth. So it's cap because unity in hip hop is not really there in New York. In New York, we speaking.
Yeah.
Because we talk
NYC.
about NYC. You talking about Atlanta. The reason that Atlanta was the cultivators of hip hop music for the last 15, 20 years is because they were all together. You can have the Dungeon Family, you have T.I., you have whoever, Luda, all of them. There wasn't hardly any issues with them. They all would collaborate here and there, but not much. New York, every other day is like, I don't like this nigga. I ain't doing nothing with you. We rolling here. Forget them. It's them against us. It's us against them. New York doesn't have the unity. If New York got unified, forget about it.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, word up. All right, a couple more, and then we gonna get up. Then we gonna get up out of here. So we get up out of here. My constitution is more mindset than music. Bars or cap. The album.
Bars.
Okay, bars.
More of a mindset than the music
Yeah.
because on that album, I did a song called Tell Me Something, and it was the first song that I opened up about certain things with myself, as opposed to me doing music and not really opening up the personalized door of just being an artist and creating, but not going too deep within the well of self. But what I went through made me have more transparency, and also because of that, now as an artist, I see that as an open field for me to just go more inside, because people could relate with you more on a personal level when you truly go and give them some of your life outside of just the music and the creative form, but going into subjects that you may not talk about. So it was therapeutic, so yeah, definitely.
All right, that's what's up. All right, last one. Your best work is still ahead of you. Bars or cap?
Bars.
I want bars, kid.
And bars because now I'm producing my music. And nobody knows better what kind of beats I need than me. And it may have taken me some time, and I'm still in infant stages as far as I'm concerned. I'm being told these beats are crazy, this music is amazing, and I'm looking at it as I'm still in kindergarten. I just got out the crib. I'm in school now, but at least I'm in the school. I'm in kindergarten. Shout out to all the legendary producers, but the reason that the best has yet to come because y'all have never heard a project produced by Sean Conn. And me producing my project is gonna take me to another level.
All right, man. We're gonna drop the mic right here. So based on everything you just said, is hip hop evolving or just adapting to survive? Bars are cap, and then we are out of here.
All right, hip hop is evolving, so bars in that fact. It's evolving in many ways because it's so young. So there are different aspects I personally may not like, it's not my taste, but it is evolving because different sounds are evolution. So true, it is evolving. But I'll say cap on some of the evolving of it. You know, some of it is not really hip hop. It's music. It should have its own category, but it's really not hip hop. You know, so whatever you want to call it, but you can't really call it hip hop if you want to be frank about it.
All right, man. You already know what it is, man. Sean Conn about it. Sean Conn, look at the camera right now, right there. Let everybody know where to follow you at, man.
All right, so first of all, salute to Silk Road in Jamaica, Queens. That's
Silk
my place,
Road.
you know, Silk Road. You already know what it is. Sohan, salute to you. Sean Conn, everybody, you can find me, Sean Conn, SeanConn on everything. That's my YouTube channel. Subscribe, Instagram. You can follow me. Everything else is that Sean Conn 00, Hip Hop Secret Agent. You know me. I'm on a mission.
You already know what it is, my creatives. You know where to follow the Ruger Spreader. You know where to go with Remo Land. You know where to go to get Remo approved. At Remo Marac _ on everything. At Culture, Urban, Tech, and Sports _ You know where to go. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, DJ Chase Radio, FM, Amazon Music, YouTube. You know how this goes, kid. On another note, this was another edition of Cuts. You know how the slogan goes here, my creatives. Hands over the eyes. 8-1, baby. It's the 2 up. Turn that 2 over. Ruger's up. You already know what it is, man. And that is peace.
Oh.
Ah. All right, that's it.
Fire.
Yeah, hell yeah, son.
Y'all see what it is, man.
Yo.
You see what this man do? Y'all see what this man do?
What's going on, man? Listen, my creators, at the end of the day, man, y'all come to the Remo Land, check it out, see what's up. Be on the lookout. Episode will definitely be out soon. You heard? You ready?
Yo, definitely. Could we get a picture with me and you here so I can post it after? Even though I don't know if you got a camera that.
Yeah, no.
And then she can send it to you, and then I'll post it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do it right
cool,
now.
for sure.
That's normally what we do.
Yeah, I figured that too. I definitely, because This is dope, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in around the world. Y'all see what it is. Stay in tune with the culture. This man is the culture. You know what I mean? Sean Conn, I am the culture. We are here for that, you know?
And that is eat.
And I'm about to go to Silk Road right after this. You know what I mean? And that's a big fact, you know?
Oh yeah, and then I'll do the promo.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. We gonna do that.
Yeah, Sean, don't put your jacket on there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take a picture. My bad. Yeah, true. I'm so quick to It's like I'm so, you know what I mean? It's like when you get ready to be on the move, but we gotta do that picture joint and all that. Yeah. Definitely. And we can sit in the chair to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, dope.
We'll do the pit, and then we're gonna do the video promo standing up.
Okay, for sure, yep.
Give me 1 second, Brion.
Nah, y'all good. Yes. Alright, y'all see what it is though. Yeah, dopeness. Let me sit back down and get into the yeah. Very, very dope interview. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, Brion, whenever you. Let's see. Hold on, put this on. 4:30. Words,
Dope.
You going back to Queens, right?
Yeah, yes indeed.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in the city. Cause I got a lot of episodes I gotta start.
Yeah. One day you got to pull up Silk Road, yo. Definitely.
Yeah, no. Well, where's that in Queens?
It's right, you know what it is? 2 blocks from the Coliseum, right? Like on 167th and Jamaica Avenue. On the Ave, right across from Cookies. You know the Cookies
Yeah.
Ave? Right across. The old McDonald's.
Like on the side of on the same side as Gertz Mall?
Oh no, I'm talking about like
The Gertz Mall side or
yeah,
no?
the Gertz Mall side, yes. The Gertz Mall side. But basically the Coliseum block, right?
Yeah.
You know, across the Gertz Mall side, a block and a half over. Once you cross Merrick, it's on that block right across from Cookies on the Gertz Mall side.
Okay, bet.
And then right behind it, you know, the Home Depot is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta pull up, man. I'm going there now. It's like Tuesdays and Fridays. They have some great events, you know.
Oh yeah, she's taking the pictures right
All
now.
right, ready? 3. Oh, these are the photos?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
Great.
All right, and stand up, Sean.
Yes.
You can do. All right, so I'll guide you. So I'm gonna do majority of the talking.
Okay.
And then near the end, you can do the
Okay, yeah.
you do the
Sure.
signature. All right. Ready? Put on cinematic. You got it.
Yeah, ready? And
Yo, my credit's going on, Real Rap. You already know what it is, man. Another edition of Cuts. Who I got in the building? Sean Conn, secret agent. Yo, I'm on a mission. You heard? Oh yeah.
My bad. Oh, my bad. I got you right there.
I know, Brion. No, we do one take. We do one take.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't do the one shot hold. My bad.
Yeah. No, you do one shot.
After you say I'm on a mission, I got you.
Yeah,
I got
ready?
you. Yes.
3. Hey, what's going on, my credits? Yo, it's another edition of Cuts. Who I got in the building? The secret agent, Sean Conn. He's on a mission. Oh yeah, you already know, kid. Whoa.
great.
Yeah,
All right,
perfect.
second time the charm.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
All right. Yo, send me one of the pictures. I'll
Oh,
post
no,
it on the
I'm
joint.
gonna show you everything.
Yeah, because I'm about to end the live in a second anyway, but give them a little last closing words real quick.
Her cousin words. She told me, hold on.
Alright, let me grind this up. So you guys know what it is. Y'all see what it is, man. Secret agent of hip hop. We here, man. Cuts
Yo,
Podcast.
what's up, man? Yeah, Cuts Podcast. You know, like I said, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, DJ Chase Radio, FM, weeknights. Also, too, man, YouTube. Definitely follow YouTube. Sean's going to be there. Episodes coming out. Season 8, Cuts Podcast, Culture, Urban Technology, and Sports.
Alright, and on that note, I'm going to end this live, man. Hip hop secret agent Sean Conn. You know me. I'm on a mission. Oh.